everybody, welcome back to our channel. So we are sailing on the Independence of the Seas right now. We wanted to do a quick review of Oasis of the Seas that we just got off of about 10 days ago. So when we started out, I guess the first thing you'll notice is Oasis is out of Miami right now, and it got to be docked at the new Royal Caribbean terminal that's in Miami.
Terminal A.
So if you have Terminal A, you are going to have the new Royal Caribbean terminal. It'll be really fancy and nice and clean. It is expensive though, so you're looking at $30 a day to go park in the terminal. And if you accidentally go in the terminal and realize that you're not supposed to park there because your ship is at a different pier, you will have to pay to get out, which is around $10. So just be ready for that.
Yeah, so while it is nicer and newer, it's also more expensive. So this time we were out of Terminal G. On Oasis, we're out of Terminal A. The difference was about $8 more a day, which is pretty significant on a 7-day cruise. It starts to add up quickly. So we were paying $30 a day, where this cruise we're only paying $22 a day. So just something to factor into your cruise plans.
But it was nice. It was really quick. We had made it onto the ship in 10 minutes?
At most.
Yeah, it was very, very quick. Seamless, smooth, literally no hiccups, no elevator waits. They had everything down to a science. So it was really nice getting onto the ship at Terminal A.
Definitely one of the smoothest boarding processes we've dealt with.
So our daughter is 3 years old and has officially graduated up to the kids club that is free. So if you have sailed on Royal Caribbean with kids, you'll know that if they are 3 or older and are completely potty trained, they are free up until 10 o'clock, and then you have a nightly hourly fee. If you have a kid that is not potty trained or they are under 3, then if the ship has the royal tots, there'll be a fee per hour to watch them. So our daughter was super excited to graduate up to the free area and kind of have a new adventure. And their area for kids on Oasis was really cool, and our kid still talks about it on NB, which is kind of funny. But not only did they have their area where the kids are checked in, they have crew that are interacting with them and making science projects and crafts and the whole thing each night. They also have a massive free area that's kind of like a treehouse theme. So they have a huge treehouse area, crabs, whales, and it's all soft padded flooring. So if you do have littles running around and they fall, they're not hurting themselves. So it was really cool to see Oasis free areas for kids.
Yeah, when she's saying kids club, she's talking about Adventure Ocean, right? So it's really neat. Our daughter, like she said, is 3, so she's in the 3 to 5 aquanauts, and she loved going. And for us, it was great. Now that she was able to go, we were able to have adult time while she was having child time. So we could go to the casino, go see a show, go have a few drinks, just sit in the hot tub and relax and just basically not be parents for a couple hours. So shout out to Royal Caribbean, and thank you so much for that free Adventure Ocean. You just can't beat it. And then after 10 o'clock at night, there's a small charge. It's $10 an hour. But I mean, I can't find a babysitter at home for $10 an hour. So it was awesome. The free play area was really cool. Our daughter loved going there, and typically we would go right before, like in those in-between times before Aquanauts opened up at Adventure Ocean, and we were trying to find something to do with her. We'd take her to that free area, let her play for a while, run around, get some energy out, and then boom, her area is open. She goes and starts playing arts and crafts and making science projects, volcanoes, all sorts of cool stuff. She loved it, like Amy said, which was awesome for us. So that was a really cool, neat feature, and really took some stress off of us as parents and kind of let us get back to cruising how we used to do it before kids.
And she would ask to go back each day. So she's having fun. And then there were times during the day, so the Adventure Ocean does close down periodically throughout the day for cleaning, but they host family sessions and family times where they have arts and crafts, they've got smart activities and scavenger hunts, so different things that families can do that are hosted by Adventure Ocean along with everything else that's going on in the cruise. Up next on Oasis that we're going to talk about are all of the shows, all of the entertainment. Oasis is the Oasis class. It's a part of it, and they are huge. They are massive. They are known for their aqua theater shows, which was absolutely fantastic. Of course, our daughter thought it was awesome too. You had acrobats, you had high diving, you had like flying things where the actors and the performers would come flying in from different parts of the stage. On Oasis, they have cats, and let me tell you that crew that worked together, all of the performance, amazing. We were blown away by cats. It was absolutely fantastic. And then they do have the comedians. They have some for kids, but the adults, they would have a show every night that you can attend, which was pretty cool. So while she was in Kids Club having fun and giggling, we were out having a blast and laughing as well within their Blaze performing area. And then we also had, let me see, that first night we got to watch ice skating, and very interactive. They actually picked up kids halfway through and included them in an ice skating show, which was really neat. And then our daughter wanted to be picked.
Yeah, Cats was actually fantastic for a Broadway show on the stage. You know, we were kind of going through a channel between Cuba and Jamaica and Haiti area, and it was pretty rough because there was actually a tropical storm that was becoming a hurricane coming right through there at the same time. So the seas got a little choppy, but that cast didn't miss a beat. They were fantastic in Cats. The dancing, the moves, the singing was phenomenal. Our daughter loved the ice skating show. They had these huge ducks, and because we go around hunting these rubber ducks on the cruises, as you guys probably do too, she thought it was the coolest thing ever to get to see the ducks ice skating. So that was awesome. And the Aqua 80s, which is the aqua theater show that they have on Oasis, so cool. You had Marty McFly from Back to the Future flying over you. I mean, just super great show. It was fantastic. Like, definitely top-notch quality. And I thought it was really cool that on that Oasis class that they have that Blaze area. So they have those comedians in another room. So, I mean, pretty much every venue has a show going on. You got production shows in the Royal Theater. You have ice skating in Studio B. You have aqua shows on the rear of the ship at the Aqua Theater. And then the Blaze is usually these comedians, which was really awesome just to have so many things in so many places. And I don't know about you, but for me, it felt like the ship didn't feel that full because they really did a good job of like dispersing people by having multiple things going on at the same time.
Right, because they would have, along with everything else going on, they would have movies on the pool deck. They would have movies in Adventure Ocean in their theater. They would have live music and all of the other venues. So as you're walking along the ship, it's not quiet. I mean, they may have had music in the background, I don't know, but there was so much live music going on, which we love listening to.
Yeah, for sure. So it was really cool. And like she mentioned, you know, Adventure Ocean having their own theater to show like kids shows was awesome. But we got to see Puss in Boots, one of the many sagas of Puss in Boots, and it was funny. It was great. The kids loved it. It was a good time. So another great addition to the Adventure Ocean, where a smaller ship like Indy right now may not have that. That ship did, and that was just a really nice touch too. So on Oasis, we got to do a couple cool things. For the first time ever, we got to do the zip line on the Oasis class ships, which is free, which is a plus, right? Because, you know, the zip line here in Labadee was $99 a person. So having one on the ship for free was pretty cool. Going like 16 stories over the boardwalk area, really neat, really cool to see. Really loved getting to play pickleball every morning. There was such a great crew on there. I'm a pickleball addict, so loves playing that. It was a good time there. What are some other fun activities that you got to do?
We got to do ice skating.
Ice skating.
So our daughter didn't ice skate, we ice skated. We also did their sushi class, which like 10 out of 10 recommend. If you get a chance to, if you're even curious, even if you don't eat sushi, I don't eat sushi, my husband eats sushi. Make it, join it. It is super cool and lots of laughs to kind of see the details that goes into making sushi to the point where we actually are attempting to make it at home. So we had our first attempt at making sushi from the sushi class, and it came out pretty good. So
I thought so.
we got cute little certificates with it. So that was really fun.
Yeah, and I kind of thought I understood the sushi making process, and when I was going to use the bamboo mat and stuff, I had it all wrong. So shout out to Roll for putting on another fun class for us. That was really cool. And it was at a small cost, but when you figure out that you're buying the sushi anyway and you're getting to consume it during the class, it works out to just basically a lunch, right?
It was huge. You probably made at least 6 rolls.
Between the two of us, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we learned how to make a hand roll, and then you got to make 2 actual sushi rolls. The group that was with us was fantastic. They were so fun. We just had great people all around us. The vibe was super chill. And it was just a great experience. So I highly recommend that as well.
And then to settle all that sushi or maybe to twirl it around, we went and hopped on, or Stephen went and hopped on the Ultimate Abyss.
Yes. So go ahead.
It's their 16-story slide. It's a dry slide. So you have a mat that you slide down. It's circular. How long does it do?
No, it's probably a good like 15 seconds. But it's cool because it kind of reminds me of like the slides when you were a kid at the fair where you got the sacks to go down, right? So this is a little more advanced than a sack, right? It's a padded little cushion that you slide down and hold on to. But it's not a water slide, so that's a cool start. So you don't have to wear a bathing suit. You can wear your shoes, the whole thing. But it's completely dark, which is really neat. So I did it at night. It was dark. The slide was dark. So you go in, basically hit pitch blackness, do some twirls, come down. It's a good like 10 to 15 second slide, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're shot out the bottom down the boardwalk, and then you can go to Johnny Rockets and have a milkshake, or play Makers and have a drink, or hit the carousel, or any of that stuff, which is really cool. So that was just like another cool free thing we got to do.
And unlike the water slide, the Ultimate Abyss, you get to take the elevator too, because it's on the same level where the Perfect Storm. Yeah, the Perfect Storm on the other water. What's it with?
The Flow Rider.
It's with the Flow Rider. There we go. The Perfect Storm comes out on that same level, but you don't have to climb stairs to get to the Abyss. You ride the elevator and you get on. The water slides, you do have to climb all the stairs to go to the top of those.
Yep. So with us, if there's one thing you can count on, it's going to be food. We're kind of foodies. We like trying different restaurants. We like trying different foods and just kind of seeing what's there. So this Oasis class, you know, being a travel agent, she was able to get a couple perks added on to the sailing just like she could for you. I was able to get us a couple free meals at different restaurants, which is pretty neat. We got to try a few. So on top of your normal like Windjammer, main dining room, the free stuff, we also got to try Giovanni's and 150, which 150 has to be our favorite.
Yes.
Out of all the Royal restaurants, we really, really like Giovanni. I'm sorry, 150, not Giovanni's.
Yes, we absolutely love 150. Their food, their service, absolutely amazing. But Giovanni's is cool. So Giovanni's is like your Italian style foods. So, I mean, their portions, they kind of giggled at me. You can ask for your pastas to be half portions or full portions. And here I go half portions, and I still got this massive bowl of gnocchi.
Yeah.
They kind of looked at me weird, and I said, yes, half portion, please. And it was still huge. So, but the gnocchi was fantastic. Remember we got
No.
ossobuco.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so I had ossobuco, and it was good. It was good. It wasn't great. The ossobuco was good. If I went back, I think I would try something different, though. So if you're going there and you're paying for it, it sounds enticing, but maybe try something else. It wasn't the best ossobuco I've had.
Right, you know you're going there for huge portions. And then 150 Park West, every single thing on the menu is fantastic. We always have to stare at the menu every time and try and figure out what we want to do, because they also have an option where you can have like a meal for two, or you pick something different. And we always, sometimes we pick something different and then we share, because it's all excellent. So we highly recommend that one.
Yeah, I had that lobster thermidor cognac, and man, wow, just excellent, top-notch stuff. And then one of the cool things about 150 is you can get the artisanal cheese plate, but it's not the same cheese plate that you're going to get at the main dining room. They actually bring out like 5 different fancy cheeses from around the world, and they change seasonally. And they bring like certain nuts or figs or dates or whatever that they're supposed to pair with. They tell you what country they're from and what they pair with well. And it's just a really cool experience. If you enjoy cheese, it's something nice to try. And we really enjoy that. And we do that every time just to try the different cheeses from around the world.
Right, and aside from Azumi's that we talked about before, a majority of the specialty restaurants is in their Central Park area, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And they have an included area, which is the Park Cafe, where you go get a breakfast and sometimes a snack. Excuse me. They'll also do your specialty coffees there, so you don't have to go down to the Rural Promenade. And it was really nice. So our room was right there outside of the Central Park, so it was very convenient in the morning to just drop in, get our coffees, get our bagels, and then be ready for the day.
And Central Park was awesome. Like, if you have kids and you guys want to go hunt ducks, I think we found 6, 7 ducks inside Central Park alone. And people were posting on the group page about them finding 8, 10 ducks in Central Park. So there's just so many places to hide it. It's a beautiful, easy walk, something to get through, kill some time, nice and relaxing. We actually sat out there one night outside of Park Cafe, even though it was closed, and we listened to the live music they had there. They had like a violin and a cello and a guitar player, and I mean it was beautiful, super relaxing, very peaceful and tranquil. Highly recommended. That's such a nice feature on those Oasis class ships.
Yes, and we also so we got to eat at Johnny Rockets, and we went there for something other than milkshakes. So our key things, we love milkshakes. We have a thing for milkshakes, okay? So usually we always go there for milkshakes, and we branched out and got their full menu, and it's a one price, and you get an appetizer, an entree,
And a drink.
and a drink. So just be prepared for that. You can't just go in and bag your bag and get X. It's a sit down one thing, unless you're getting your desserts, those wonderful shakes. So we actually got the loaded French fries,
Mm-hmm.
which are pretty good. And then we got the burger. Our daughter got
Strawberry shake.
probably a strawberry shake to go with it.
And we got an Oreo shake.
And then we had an extra shake. So, and they'll let you use the shake as one of the drinks, which is really cool. But that was at Johnny Rockets. It's on the boardwalk, which is like the kid area. And they have playmakers there. We got the nachos at Playmakers, fantastic. Watched the game. Our daughter was not a fan of the Playmakers food, so if you have a picky 3-year-old, you don't have to go far because literally on the same boardwalk is a hot dog place. So she ate the hot dog, we ate the nachos, and we all enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah, the dog house was included, so when she wouldn't eat our nachos, we just went over there, got her a free hot dog, came back, and we were able to finish our meal at Playmakers that time. Those pile-up nachos with the barbecue pulled pork on top of it, wow. Those are really good, surprisingly good nachos, honestly.
Yes. And then, of course, you've got the main dining room with your wait staff. You've got the Windjammer, which is your buffet style, and those are going to, both your main dining and your Windjammer are going to change cuisines every night. But you're still going to have your classics, so you have those options as well, even if you don't want to pay extra for any type of specialty dining.
Yeah, and I felt like the service was good, but the food kind of just wasn't very flavorful. It's interesting because I don't know if you noticed, like on this ship right now, like we're having the same menu, but way different flavor experiences, and like
Yes.
just I guess it's an executive chef preference, however they tell their staff to cook. But the food was cooked well; it just wasn't super flavorful. They didn't really use a lot of spices or seasonings in their food. And this one, I mean, wow! On this ship right now, the executive chef is really pushing spice and flavor, and that's kind of a neat,
That's fantastic.
yeah, kind of a neat touch. So it's neat that you can have the same menu in a completely different experience depending on what ship you're on.
Yes, definitely. Definitely a foodie cruise if you want to go take the Oasis class, and you will not be let down.
One of the coolest things that I've never had happen before, and we've been on like 23 Royal sailings now, was in the Windjammer. One of the lead waiters, Dennis, came around with a crew, and they were singing songs and playing guitars and just basically serenading everybody during lunch one day. And it was really cool. They made their way around the entire dining room singing and just bringing joy to people, not charging anything or looking for tips, not holding out hats or anything, just literally saying thank you for being a Royal and singing. And that was really cool. Obviously traditional American songs that everyone would know, but that was a really neat thing too. So shout out to Dennis and his crew there.
Yes, I forgot about that. That was great while we were eating.
All right, guys, so this sailing was pretty cool. It was pretty simple. So it was Coco Cay and Labadee, the two private islands from Royal. We also went to Falmouth, Jamaica, and to Nassau, Bahamas. So we've said it before, we've been in Nassau quite a few times. We don't really get off the boat in Nassau anymore. They're trying to renovate it and make things nice there at the port area. But for us, we just enjoy having the ship to ourselves, honestly. There's nobody on the ship. We're able to go to the pool, spend it by ourselves. Our daughter can do whatever she wants. There's no lines, there's no waits. It's really nice. As far as that private island, we put up a video not too long ago about Royal Caribbean acquiring that private island. As far as we can tell, there's no progress. I haven't seen anything done with that yet as far as turning that into the getaway spot. We actually have footage of it, and I'll put it up here in the video for you now so you can see it. But looking at this video, as you can tell, nothing's really changed there from probably the last time that you were in Nassau, or at least the last time you saw Nassau. So we did get off a boat in Falmouth. This time we didn't actually leave the port area. We had a bad experience one time. We just choose not to leave the port area now. But we did go shopping in that little port area, find some gifts for some family members while we were there. And that was a nice, easy experience.
Right, and I mean, if you want to get off there, there are tubing experiences. We had some people do resort passes for a resort nearby. So there's dolphin swims. That's for ideal beach days. So there are things to do there. We just choose to make that another ship day.
Yep. Labadee, probably my favorite port in the Caribbean. There's no one hounding you for money. There's no one trying to sell you stuff. I mean, there's 2 small stands, but you literally can just walk away or avoid them completely. It's literally just a pristine, beautiful beach with beautiful water with a mountain backdrop, and you get to just enjoy it. You know, there are the zip lines for those of you adrenaline junkies that want to do zip line. They now have pickleball courts. As I mentioned, I'm kind of a pickleball enthusiast and volleyball nets. But honestly, it's just like a perfect beach getaway. You know, it's kind of like what Coco Cay used to be before Royal Caribbean made it a adventure thrill park. You know, very water park-esque as you would find at like Orlando, at those major attractions. So while all that stuff is nice for you, for thrill seekers, man, for our daughter is such a beach girl. She'll spend all day just playing in the sand, playing with her toys, playing in the water. We love relaxing on the beach, enjoying the water. So compared to the very industrial water park-esque thrill seeker paradise of Coco Cay, we much prefer Labadee. Mm-hmm. Not to throw shade at Coco Cay, because we went there also. And what did you think of Coco Cay?
No, we love Coco Cay too. We don't usually buy the Thrill Water Park pass. Our child's not old enough for that, because they have a special kids area, which she's always super excited when they get off the ship. They've got the dancers going, so she'll get in there and actually dance with them, which is cute. And then she goes and jumps on the pirate ship, which shoots water out. That's always her first stop. And then they have their little splash area that has slides. It's got a little pool that they go into. They've got a whole like water, I say a water dumping station because there's so many buckets and splashing and lots of bridge for them to walk over. So a huge splash area for kids. They've got the massive pool that's there with music, lots of life vests. So we always usually hit up South Beach, which you can take one of the trams to. And they've got trams on both Labadee and on Coco Cay. But Coco Cay is going to be a lot larger. So you can walk it. No problem walking it. Labadee, you can walk it too. It's a lot more walkable without feeling it. So
yeah, Coco Cay feels much larger.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the trams come into play a lot more in Coco Cay for us than they do on Labadee.
And we haven't got a chance. We saw they're starting they're almost finished with the new adult hideaway area. So when we visit there in January, we should be able to see it, which would be kind of cool. But that's not there yet. So there are going to be all ages there in all areas. No adult only areas yet for Coco Cay. But Labadee is definitely more laid back. Grab a beach mat, grab a free umbrella and chair. Enjoy the music, enjoy the scenery. Don't worry about food. They're going to bring all of that out as well for you to eat. And it's just very relaxing. No pushy vendors, nothing like that. Generally great people working there too.
That's why it's our favorite. So as you guys will see, we also have our first crystal block from the Crown and Anchor Society. We earned it on Oasis. We have a video of that, super short. We'll link to it up here so you guys can see it. Pretty excited. It's our first one. We didn't get the old school kind of etched looking one. We got the new colored one. Kind of neat.
But it looks nice though.
Yeah, I know it's kind of getting some hate on the new colored blocks, but ours looks fine on our shelf, and we're very happy and very appreciative. And thank you to the Crown Anchor Society for hooking us up with one of those, and looking forward to the next 70 points so we can get our next one.
Yes. No, it's beautiful. It's heavy, so it'll make a really cool display in the office, which is neat. So not only at the blocks, we got the extra waters now from the Crown and Anchor Society, so we appreciate all those little perks that we get along the way.
For sure. So the Oasis cruise was a fantastic cruise. We really enjoyed it. I highly recommend the ship. It had a great vibe, super chill. The staff was fantastic. I mean, as you can see from the videos I've posted, the ship is clean. It's in good shape. The staff was friendly. The shows are fantastic. 10 out of 10. Would do again. So shout out to those of you on Oasis of the Seas this year, 2023, for making it such a memorable experience for us. So tell us in the comments, which ship is your favorite ship? What ship would you like to sail on next? Have you already been on Oasis of the Seas? What were your thoughts? How was your experience? Let us know.